Today on Board Game Coffee, we're unboxing Dune, War for Arrakis from CMON. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey there. It's been a while since we've done an unboxing. Actually, it's been a while since we've done pretty much anything on the channel since our series of how to play videos. We did something for Mythwind. Before that was Tenaris. Actually, it was Tenaris, Mythwind, and then Tenaris again. But those projects were big. They took a lot out of me. I was a little burnt out. Not just because of those projects. There was, because it ran into Christmas, and then we had just family events. It was just a lot of stuff going on in my life. I was a little burnt out. I needed a bit of a break. But now I'm back. I'm good. Oh, and I'm also working on my very own comic book entitled So-Called Living. Hey, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here. So I'm going to put I'm going to play, I made a video for my comic book. I'm going to play it now. It's less than 3 minutes long. So if you don't want to watch it, you can just skip 3 minutes ahead and we'll go right into the unboxing. But if you're curious, it's like 2.5 minutes or something. You can watch it and we'll start it right now. So-Called Living is a dark comedy that takes place in a reality where vampires, werewolves, zombies, and us normies coexist in a world much like our own. Well, except for all the vampires, werewolves, and zombies, that is. Our story focuses on a guy named Jack, whose life is turned upside down when he finds himself unwillingly transformed into a vampire. With the help of his friends, he tries his best to adapt to this new way of living. Unfortunately for Jack, he's gotten himself mixed up with the wrong kind of people, and living, such as it is about to get difficult. Like many longtime comic book fans, I've always wanted to tell my own story, create something that would entertain the community that I love, but I didn't want to do it until I was sure I could do it right. And now, with the incredible artistic talent of Marco Leona, we're ready to bring Jack's story to life. And to sweeten the pot, we've included variant covers from guest artists, such as the crazy talented Derek Loffman and Toronto's own Ashton Techno Prasad. These guys are out there killing it, so we are honored to have them on board. You can also grab one of our exclusive So-Called Living keychains. By doing so, you're not just getting a cool piece of merch, you're becoming part of the Blood Bunny Colony, which grants you access to exclusive offers on all future So-Called Living campaigns. For me, this is more than just a comic book. It's a community, a shared experience, and with your help, we can make So-Called Living a reality. Right, so that was my Kickstarter video for my comic book, So-Called Living, which is coming out March 26th. And so that's like three weeks and a bit from now. Well, it depends when I put up this video, but probably 3 weeks and a bit from now. So, here is Dune. Let's get to it. Now, since I've been away for a while, there's going to be probably just a bunch of rambling. Now, a common question I've gotten from you guys recently is, when is the how to play for the Marvel Zombies, the Heroes version? And that will be coming out. The reason it hasn't come out yet was because, well, I didn't have it for a long time. I didn't know when it was coming. So when it arrived, I didn't have time in my schedule to actually do it. So there's a how to play for that coming eventually, but I've got another one for another CMON game that should be coming out before that, which I haven't started yet, which I have to start recording, which I have to start writing the script for. Anyways, there's a lot going on. I've also took a daytime contract with another video game company, which can't discuss NDAs. Oh, it's a very secretive industry. All right, let's see what we have in here. Plastic tokens. Good stuff. Good stuff. Toss it away. We got... Okay, we got smugglers. Is that expansion? Is that like just maybe? We have, what is this? Oh, the Spacing Guild. I love that artwork. We'll get into that a little more. And then we got the core game. This one of... I can't. My hands are too... I got tiny hands. My hands are too small for this. I just realized that my mic is right here and I've been banging up against this. It's probably pretty loud. Anyways, I've got tiny hands. I'm struggling to pull this out. Okay, so let's just put this over here. Nothing else in there. All right, alrighty, yeah. Excellent. Okay, love that thump. I miss it. I miss the unboxings. All right, you know what? Since this box is, first of all, beautiful artwork. I like this upside down concept of, I guess we have the Atreides and the Fremen up here, and I'm probably going to pronounce something wrong. Are they the Harkonnen? You know what? Don't correct me. I'll find it out online. I have seen Dune 2. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw the first Dune movie, like of the new series, like part 1, I thought it was okay. That's mainly because I missed some of the political information that was shared at the beginning, but I enjoyed the movie still. Second time I watched it, I paid close attention to what was going on, and I enjoyed it so much more. I went to go see part 2, loved it. So we're gonna just do the box this way. It's sideways, but it fits better on screen. Okay, let's open her up. Now, things have been happening with me since. Oh, you might notice when we get up close. Well, I've been messing around with cardboard in the basement, so my hands are a little dried out. But I had really bad skin, and it's going away. And the reason it's going away, if anybody's out there has got the same issues I did, well, 2 issues I was dealing with. First of all, my skin issue was one, which it was really drying out, cracking, bleeding. Like my knuckles were really bad. My knuckles are fine. Still have some dry skin bits there. But I'm not using any creams or anything. The second issue I was having was I was putting on a lot of weight. And I was dieting. I dieted for like 3 or 4 months. Went to the gym every day, pretty much every day. I missed like maybe 1 or 2 days a week, if that. And then I didn't lose. I think I lost a pound maybe, which is just water weight. Like nothing happened. There was no movement for that long time. So here's what I did, and it solved both problems, not both solutions to 2 problems. I know this is board game related, but I'm just going to ramble. I stopped eating sugar. So that was it. Well, I still eat fruit and any vegetables that have sugar, like carrots, so fruits and vegetables that have sugar. Eat that, but anything else that has sugar, I do not eat it. Even if it's got like 1 gram of sugar, I don't eat it unless that gram of sugar is from like something natural. Like there's apples in this, then I'll eat it. I've started making my own bread, which has no sugar in it. It's got 3 ingredients, like yeast, flour. It's a certain type of flour too. It's like all organic, non-bleached, something or other, and salt. That's it, and some water. And that's all we do to make the bread, and we've been doing that. And I got to tell you, that bread has helped a lot. So because of that, I've lost a lot of weight without going to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym all year. In a month, I lost more weight than I did. It was like 3 or 4 months of dieting and going to the gym every day. Not going to the gym at all, not eating sugar, I've lost more weight in 1 month by a lot. So it was just, anyways. There's a little tip for anybody who has the skin issues. Sugar was causing me the problem. And the weight issue. Obviously, everybody knows sugar is causing a weight problem. But dieting, I find, is difficult. But if you tell yourself, I'm just not going to eat sugar, and then you let yourself eat other things like bread you make yourself. And, I've been eating the odd chips that don't have sugar in them. I don't like pig out on them. And I've been snacking on fruit, and it's been working out. Anyways, that's a little tip I'm passing on there. Let's get into this. First of all, this artwork, amazeballs. Loving this. Let's get into it. There we go. So, everybody's been going gaga over this game. So, I'm eager to play it, but here's the thing. It's from what I remember from the Kickstarter, it's asymmetrical gameplay, which means I probably won't be learning this anytime soon, just because when it's an asymmetric gameplay mechanic, I'm going to be the only one that learns how to play it. Not everybody in my group is the kind of person where you can just be like, here, take the rulebook, learn how to play your class. They rather me teach them. So that's just basically more work for me. So I usually put those games on the back burner. I do love asymmetric strategy games though. Or I guess the asymmetric mechanic. They don't necessarily have to be strategy games. I just like different powers and abilities. I just played Massive Darkness 2 yesterday. You know, we got asymmetric powers. Really enjoyed that. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, so we got our rule book. Okay. How big is this? 43 pages? That's a lot. That's a big one. That's a big one. Okay. All right. I think there's more. I think at the end, like it actually says 47 pages, but I'm pretty sure by the time you get here, it doesn't. Well, it's special rules, so maybe. It's 47 pages. Okay. It's going to be a bit. All right, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's dig in. Now, if you notice over here, I got like Cyberpunk. I'll do an unboxing of that. I'm going to do an unboxing of like part 2 of Marvel Zombies. There's a bunch of it here. And I know like that's been done forever, but I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. What the hell? And you know what I might do, actually? I might leave and maybe I already did it. I'm going to put a So-Called Living strip across the bottom. And I'll put the link to our Kickstarter in the description below. So if you're curious to follow along, you can follow the Kickstarter and get notified when it goes live. And another thing is you can actually read the first book free. If you go to Global Comics with an X, and in there you look for So-Called Living. That's spelled like, well, the logo's on the screen somewhere. So-called living. You'll find my comic. Issue 1 is free. The Kickstarter is to support issues 1 and 2, so it's a package deal. So I guess technically I'm giving you like half of the Kickstarter for free, so you can read it out and see if you like it, because I'm confident in the story. It's great, and as good as I think book 1 is, I do believe it continues to get better. I like book 2 better than book 1, book 3 better than book 2. Now I'm referring to those as books, but beyond book 1 and 2, we don't have any book. There's like scripts, a little bit of artwork for 3, and the further we get along, because the series can be 8 books, there's less and less. By the time we get to books 5, 6, 7, 8, they're just scripts. But that's what the Kickstarter's for. If I can fund that Kickstarter, then I will be able to do the next books. So hopefully that goes well. Oh, but we did get selected as a project we love, which I'm very excited about. I know some of you might be just get to the unboxing and stop talking about your own stuff. But I'm just excited. Okay. Here we go. Anyways. So it looks like we got some player dashboards. Now I remember there's like a Yahtzee. I haven't seen any videos on this, so I'm going back from when like the Kickstarter launched. But I remember there was like a Yahtzee mechanic type of thing, I think, where you roll dice and you place them in these spots to pull off these abilities and think you can switch them with cards. But don't quote me on that. This is me trying to remember, like, when did that come out? Like a year ago? I don't remember. So there's another player board we got there. These are nice. These are nice and thick. Oh, they got the little icons on the back, or the crests on the back. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this is House Atreides. That goes with that. And, these are the Carino ally. So these guys are allied with the Hurricane. How do you pronounce? Harkonnen. So from what I remember, that explains the matching crest. Because from what I remember, House Atreides is teamed up with the Fremens, the rebels. Yes, I realized that I said Fremen instead of Fremen. So, and it irritates me more than it irritates you, because that is the one fact that I do know, but it came out of my mouth anyways, but now it's said and there's no taking it back. So, and this is not the last time I'm going to say it, so just bear with me. And you know what? don't bother bringing it up in the comments. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Everything else I get wrong, don't care. I don't care. But that one thing I did know, oh well. What are you going to do? On with the unboxing. Damn it. And House Harkonnen is teamed up with is that Carino? So I think that's a house. I've seen all the. I've never read the Dune books. I never saw the original movie, but I did see the made-for-TV movies, which weren't written the best, but I still watched them. I still found them entertaining. Okay, spice must flow. I like the components. Solid. All right, there's our Fremen allies. And a bunch of tokens. All right, some Sandworm tokens in there. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's just gonna be a bunch of minis and stuff. And we also got a play mat, which we'll do at the end. Actually, no, I can't do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. I was saying I can't do it at the end because the table will be filled with stuff, but we have also expansions to go through. No, we're just gonna do the main box right now. All right, let's take the plastic off of this beauty. And you know, where I was really busy, I wasn't playing anything. I wasn't watching any other content creators' videos. I was just like work, getting those how to plays done. And I missed out on a lot of gaming. And then, holidays come up, family things came up. And I just basically never got to do anything like board game related. So, but recently, I started breaking out some old games I haven't played in a while, or never played. Like I never played Seventh Continent. Broke that out, started playing that with Brittany. And if nobody knows, here's the best way I can describe Seventh Continent. The adventure games from Cosmos, those are a lot of fun. Quick little choose your own adventure type of games. A lot of fun. Great for couples. Seventh Continent to me feels like those, but longer. So I think it's a great couples game as well. I know not Simon related, but that's what I've been doing. And then yesterday we had an all-day game of Massive Darkness 2. We played a 6-player campaign of we did the 4 Horsemen campaign. I say did. We only got through, between all the setup, opening all the boxes, putting it down, the chatting, the making food, the making drinks, and we got through a level and a half. And we've had some bad pulls on doors, as in we got a lot of roaming monsters in that game going on. But again, we're not there to talk about this. Oh, is this a combo board? Hold on. This barely fits on screen. But I just realized, it looks like they pulled a little bit of a scythe thing here, where there's 2 boards. This is giant. But that explains the playmat. So this one I'll probably use the playmat, so I don't have to break out 2 pieces. But it's not double-sided. Okay. So. Oh, splintered rock. Isn't that the rock they explode? Not gonna bring anything up, but I think you can take that out, and I think I remember that in the video, the Kickstarter video. I think the piece goes there and removes that, but it's like a puzzle piece. I didn't realize there was two boards. This is huge. This is massive. So these combine like that. Sorry if this is making a bunch of noise on the mic. So these combine like that. All right. So I don't know if I gotta move this box. Let's see. I won't get all this on screen at once. It's way too freaking big. Whew, it's large. It looks like a gecko. So that's how they attach. I can't show you everything at once. It's too big. It's just too big. At the end, I'll clear off the table. I'll move this camera up and I'll show you the mat, which will have, I'm assuming, has the same art. But you probably can't make it out because I can't fit it all on screen. But I'll show you later. It looks like a giant gecko. Like that's the head and that's the eyeball. There's a little hand and tail. Again, you probably can't even see. My hand's probably going off screen for sure. But we'll go over that in a bit. At the end of the video, we'll look at it closer. Okay. There's a gecko, No, maybe not gecko. Gecko is probably the wrong animal. I don't know. The one that's, you see it with the fingers and the tail curls and hangs onto branches, whatever they're called. A lizard of some type. All right. Let's break into some minis, I assume, and cards. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So we got a bunch of minis flipped over there. We got a few. All right. It's been, there you go. Everything else is good. Okay. So we've got a few layers here. Oh, I don't want to be surprised because I definitely see hints of a sandworm. Well, let me break out how this is laid out for you. You see that? Okay, so I like this. I like all these trays of minis. So that's our layout. So it doesn't look like it's going to take long because there's a lot of repeated minis. So what we're going to do is we're going to get down close, get a good look at all this stuff, and we'll take it one layer at a time. And then we'll move on to the expansions. Let's do this. Should have brought my glasses. As I age, I need some reading glasses to see things up close. But one thing I want to show you is, so this is a close-up on the tiles. Yeah, see, splintered rock. That goes over that piece of the map, and then it looks like that chunk of rock just disappears, like it got blown out. It's just a hole in the rock. And there is some of the bits. Okay. So, again, all really good quality, thick cardboard. Pretty much what you expect from Simon. So, they can't go down. You can't take a dip because you can't set the bar that high and then not deliver. All right, let's check out. So these are I always forget how to pronounce their name. Hurricane, whatever. Anyways. There you go. I had a little issue there where my phone refused to focus on this guy. All right, so I'm guessing that's like a basic foot soldier. And there is a whole lot of them. He's got a gun. This guy, whoa! This guy's got a sword. And of course, great quality minis from Simon. These guys are pretty simple, pretty small compared to some of the... I keep referring to Rising Sun because, the details on those minis, it was old school, but it was amazing. These guys are smaller, for sure. I do like the blood red they went with for these minis, though. What else we got here? Just make sure I don't miss any of the different ones. All right, this guy's got a combo sword gun. He's got it figured out. This is the guy who delivers the line, who brings a sword to a gunfight. All right, so those are all the foot soldiers on the top row. Then we got these guys. There's less of these, so I'm guessing they're more important than just foot soldiers. But he's pretty cool. He's got some big-ass, scary swords. Did you hear that the movie is or I don't know if it's still the case, on IMDb, it was ranked as the highest rated movie on IMDb, and it pushed out Shawshank Redemption, which is a great freaking movie. I still say I really liked Dune 2, but I liked Shawshank Redemption better. More of a heartfelt story. Heartfelt, is that the right word? I like, it's Morgan Freeman narrating. Can't go wrong. She hits you right in the feels. What do we got here? All right, so we got a wind-blown cape effect here. These guys wear a lot of clothing in the desert. You'd think they'd sweat, but yeah, they have that like water filtration system to keep them cool. Could use something like the. Can I use the? I need the opposite of that for winter here. Ah, there you go. This guy looks more like it. This is the kind of detail that I want to see. I like that flag. I like the detail on that. It's a nice one. It's my favorite mini so far. Granted, I don't have the best table to be showing off orange minis. Okay, this guy's doesn't look like he's ready to fight. Looks like a general of some sort. He's got a helmet under his arm, and that's probably a character. Yeah, because we're getting into the singles, so that was probably a character. Forgive me if I don't know who he is. Like I said, I'm not like in tune with the lore of Dune. I've seen the movies. Oh, he's one of those guys. Those like backstabbing, like, oh, look at me, trust me. I'm guessing he's kind of like, I think of Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. You know, like, hey, you know, he's guiding politics. He's controlling politics behind the scenes. Or he's manipulating people. Actually, it's the Bene Gesserit. Is that how they're pronounced? Is that one of them? They're the ones that are manipulating everything behind the scenes, right? It's quite the headpiece. I wonder how heavy those things are. Come here. He's pointing at something. He likes my lighting system. She must be another one of those. Again, I'm just going to call them witches because I don't know, Bene Gesserit? Just upsetting all the Dune fans. Gesserit? It's all right. It's okay to be upset. It's all right to be upset. Because I'm admitting I like the Dune movies, but I'm not like a hardcore Dune fiction fanatic. I don't know all the deets. I just like the movies, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this based on everything I've heard. Now, this is the big guy that's in every version of the movie I've seen. He's always pretty gross. But his mini looks great. Whoa, dropping him. Oh, is that? I think that's his nutcase nephew. That's my guess. Did the guys at CMON get to see the movie? I want to see this guy a little closer, actually. Before they did this? I wonder. Because like when I worked on the Shrek game, I saw Shrek way before it was released in theaters. Like the movie wasn't even completed yet. It had like still frames in place of actual animated scenes. Same for Emperor's New Groove. I saw that way before it was released. Because I was working on the video game for it. Let's get. I like this guy's jacket. I'd wear that. What's we got here? For some reason, I instantly think fancy He-Man. I think it's the chest plate. Get a He-Man vibe from this guy. He's very welcoming. You know what? They say if you see a guy coming down the street with you with a knife, best walk the other way. But I gotta admit, if this guy came at me in the street, he looks so pleasant. I'd be tempted to give him a hug. Be like, how you doing, buddy? I'm guessing it wouldn't end well. But, he looks friendly. If you hear any crying, I don't know if the mic's going to pick that up. My 2-year-old just got home. And he's crying for me. Might have to pause this to go see how he's doing. Oh, this guy looks in charge. Okay. I would take orders from that guy. And then, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if this is supposed to be the Dave Bautista character, whose name I do not remember. But he looks like a badass. Keep dropping these guys. They're tiny. I mean, they're not crazy tiny. They're not like Seventh Continent mini tinies. Tiny. But they are small. But still great detail on something so small. All right, so that was the first tray. Let's go to tray number 2. Well, tray number 2 is... Was that tray number 2? I think I might have put those... I assembled those trays incorrectly. That was tray number 2. This is tray number 1. So we got a little bag. It's got the... That's the Atreides. Is that the Atreides? Insignia? Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so it's a little velvet bag. Nice quality. It's a nice quality bag. It's a bag. All right. Oh yeah, another reason that I haven't made a video in a while is I've had a run of illnesses, just back to back. Okay. So now we got a bunch of dice. Let's check them out. Whoa, wow. Always like dice. And you know what's better than 1 or 2 dice is a lot of dice. All right, let's test them out. Do they work? Oh, I don't know if that one's functioning. Oh, it works. Fixed it. Works. All right, those are nice. Let's check what we got here. Some sort of dagger, an attack of some sort. I'm just gonna name things. Snowflake. A vibrating shield. Oh yeah, their shields actually do vibrate. They have that aura that in the movies they do. That's a baby crying. Looks like a targeting thing of some sort. A flag or a clothespin. Clothespin. I think I'm going with clothespin, and you use this to hang out your laundry. I'm gonna go through these dice, and then I gotta go check out a crying baby upstairs. Okay, Rubik's Cube, clearly, and a phoenix, or a griffin. And another flag, or, crown. Clearly these are all wrong, but I'm having fun. Okay, so we got a green version of the red die. And, oh, this one's different. Is that different? It's got a different icon on there. I don't think the red one had that. No. Okay. All right, and I think that's all the different die. Just put that aside for now. Now, I'm going to pause this. I got to go check on a crying baby. All right. Toddler situation diffused. So, if you guys out there have toddlers, the situation upstairs was, well, you see, he came home, and what we do, he has a habit, we come home and wash his hands. Not a big deal. We let him wash his own hands. But he came home today, decided to grab the toilet brush, so he needed a good scrubbing. Brittany, my beautiful wife, giving him this hand scrubbing upset him because he wanted to wash his own hands, but the way he washes hands is like this. Under the water. So not quite good enough to get whatever nastiness off his hands that he had on there. So she attempted to wash his hands. That upset him. He was just throwing a tantrum until we guessed what he wanted. And I can tell you that it wasn't cookies. It wasn't any sort of snacks. It wasn't an apple juice or anything like that. In the end, he gave up and he was like, a hug. So what he wanted was a hug. It's really sweet. It took a while though. But anyways, got myself a drink. Now we're back. Okay, so here's the deal. I just realized that I was doing that. I went through all these cards. That's all I did. I didn't go through any means. I went through all the cards, and my camera was never actually on. I forgot to turn this one on. You know what? I think I'm just going to go through them and use the voiceovers that I like, the video of me talking already. I'm just going to put it over there, but there's a warning now. It's not going to match up. It's not going to match up with what you're seeing on screen. So let's just do this. Come on. Now, some of you might be noticing I'm not using my regular knife. I'm using this. It's because my regular knife is over there, actually. I see it. But it needs to be sharpened. And I've been using this one to cut boxes, and it's been working really well. So I just decided to use that. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. We got some, what are these? Green card backs. Oh, these look like locations? Oh, see, this is what I see on the map. So I couldn't show you because the map was too big, but look. Looks like those little lizards, with the feet grabbing onto the branch, and there's a head, tail wrapping around. That's what it looks like. Anyways. Okay, so we got some of those. Anyway, these guys, what the hell's that? Oh, that's how to use the ornithopters. I'm assuming that's what it is. All right, went through those again. Not sure how that edit's going to come together, but it happens. Okay, show the minis. What are these? They look like rocks with. Oh, I think are they Fremen caves? I'm guessing that's what that is. It's a guess. What do we got here? Look at Mr. Fancy Pants here, leaning on a stick. The Dune series has been doing pretty good as far as board games, I believe, right? Because like Dune Imperium was a hit. This one seems to be doing really well as far as reviews go. So, oh, is that? I'm guessing that would be. What's his name? Something Idaho, right? Oh, I can't remember his name. But pretty sure it was something Idaho. And the guy played by Aquaman, whose name I forgot. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't on camera, I could come up with his name. But there's always something. It's a bit of a trivia mind gap I get when I'm on camera. I can't remember anything. And as soon as the camera goes off, I was like, right. That's his name. Not Aquaman. Is that like a guitar? A guitar and a sword? That's one, like, right? Looks like just a kick-ass bard. And she's tiny. Got some daggers with her. I gotta say, they went with for House Atreides. I'm assuming that's who these guys are. Or, well, the Green Clan here is they're all very like regal and like they got this not so much a warlike appearance, but like I'm going to the ball. I'm going to a fancy dinner. Where I find the other guys look like they're more war ready. I mean, like this guy looks like he's ready to start some shit. Duncan, Idaho. That was his name, right? That was the Aquaman character's name. Okay. Oh. All right, so let's see if we can place these correctly this time. So that was the first layer, and now we've got looks like some sandworms, which we'll save for last, and some Fremen, I'm assuming. I like the detail on her suit. I like that one. It's a good pose. We got lots of her. Oh, somebody's celebrating. This is what I looked like when I found out that So-Called Living was selected as a Projects We Love on Kickstarter. Did I mention that? It did. I thought that was pretty cool. Very happy about that. Okay. This guy's pretty straightforward. He's just stepping up with his gun in your face. This guy is a little more action oriented. He's like just flying through the air with his big beat stick. Oh, it's a sword. It's a sword. It just tangled in with his ponytail, which confused me a bit. But yeah, it's a sword. Okay. What do we got here? We got some crossbow people. Archers? Are you still called archers if it's a crossbow? Well, that might be a stupid question, but what the hell? I'm here to ask stupid questions. It can't be the only one thing in this. You know, these minis are tiny. They look nice, but they're not my favorite CMON minis. Like, I'm not blown away. Okay, now here's our first little baby sandworm. Look at him. Coming right through my table. Close up on his teeth. You know, basic, but I like it. You know, it's got the sand is bursting through. Okay, looks cool. There's a few different shapes of them. I'm gonna keep that guy there. There's this guy as well. He's our little corkscrew sandworm. Just making up names. I like the bursting sand. It follows the flow of his body. A lot of teeth. Again, not teeth like the movie, but they still look great. Like, these guys don't look like the movie sandworms, but still acceptable as sandworms. Are these the same? Yep, those guys are the same. There's 3 corkscrew guys, 4 corkscrew guys. I wonder what the difference is. There must be a different gameplay mechanic between these guys and this guy. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, this guy's tied down. Got him. All right. All right, we gotta zoom out for this guy. Look how big he is compared to these guys. Quite the size difference. And now, let's grab one of these. Let's see who we're gonna grab. Let's grab this guy here. There's a scale difference. Like, he's definitely edible. I got a smaller difference than in the movie, but still acceptable as a formidable force. Okay, so he looks a lot like the obviously little guys because he's still a sandworm, but he's huge. He's a big chunky thing. Kind of reminds me of that Drake video. All right. Anyways, if you know, you know. Okay, cool. It's a cool scale, though. I like that. It's going to be really intimidating on the board. It's getting close. I want to see the teeth on that guy. Neato. All right, so that's it for the sandworms. And there was a layer underneath here that I did not even notice. Why I didn't notice? Because the only part I can see from here is the red bits, and the table's red. So at a glance, I just thought I was looking at my table. And now, the bottom layer that I didn't even know existed. But it makes sense because I knew there were ships in this game, and I didn't know where they were. Okay, so we got ships. Nice. Oh yeah, these guys hold something. These are cool looking ships though. Actually, I think the ships are my favorite models in this set. Now, if I remember the video, there's I guess these are the, I can't remember. The guys that collect spice. Are they called spice collectors? I don't know. But in the movie, it's not these things. They're like it's like balloons that collect them. The harvesters. Spice harvesters? I'm going to go with harvesters. And so in the trailer, I remember something like, does this work? These guys collect these guys? They must. No, they fit in there somehow. I'm just doing something wrong. Is it these guys that collect? It must be. They all look the same. Is it the other way? Is it this way? Oh, come on. These somehow go in here, don't they? I feel like I'm missing something. I swore these picked these guys up. Maybe I imagine that. But something goes in here. Can't fool me. Just not sure what that thing is. Maybe I made it up. Anyways. Maybe it was just part of the animation. Because I think those guys would pick that guy up. But if that was the case, and that's, you know what? I'm just going to let that go. But if it was the case, you think, we're not too far off from that thing actually picking that thing up. But they have these things. Putting this in right? Yeah, there you go. They float. I always like those, the clear bases that actually make things look like they're flying on the board. So I was a fan of those. So I always got excited. Something about, pretending to fly that got me excited. Okay. So there's those guys. And there's these little tiny ornithopters, is that what they're called? They've got a gap so they can be placed on those clear stands as well. I'm going to do that. Maybe I can show it better without my big chunky fingers in the way. These guys look, I like the little ships. I like the design of the ships, and I think the minis look great for the ships. Okay, those guys away. Very light. And then we have these things, which are, I don't know what these are. I would guess maybe storage for the spice. There's a few different buildings. So they could be all kinds of things. I don't know. Maybe some sort of like political towers or power towers. Oh, these look like the storage facilities for the spice. There's 4 of those. right, so that's it for this box. Yeah, so that's it for this box. We're going to open up some expansions, and at the end we'll look at the mat. Let's do this. Actually, no, stop. Before we get to the expansions, let's look at this. Just notice this was here. So plastic token upgrades. Oh, they're not in Ziploc bags. They're in like these. Like sealed. So we got plastic tokens, I'm assuming to replace the cardboard ones. They're light. Actually, I like the way that all of these feel in my hand at once. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different ones. And we'll go through all these, just give you kind of a sneak peek there. These are nice. Put that back in that bag. So that's it's like an upgrade kit that I got with the Kickstarter. All right, what else we got here? I'm just gonna open. Actually, that looks like more of the same, so we can leave that one closed. Actually, these all look like more of the same. All right, so we'll leave all those closed. All right, all right, all right. Got the gist. I wonder if I can open these from this. Can you? How much of this can you see? Actually, you can see quite a bit. I might just be able to do this without resetting the cameras. Let's check this out. Hold on. Let's open this up. It also, just so you know, as I was cleaning up, as I was making all these videos, I worked a long time on the last few How to Plays I did. And during that time, games kept coming in. People were returning games. I lent them. Kickstarters were being delivered. New projects were being delivered. And there, my whole studio looked like this everywhere. Like you couldn't. There was camera equipment everywhere because I was kind of working and just not putting things away. It took me a week, 1 week, to sort out the studio, and still not 100%. It's like 95%. So I'm scared of what's going to happen. I got to make sure I put this away properly. Oh, anyways, before I open this, let's zoom out a bit. Let's check out the artwork on that. I wonder if I can. What does this zoom do? Oh, there you go. So we can see that. The gorgeous artwork. Like, Simon knows how to hire artists. Great work. Okay, let's get in and see what's in here. Okay, so we got our rule book. And let's just zoom out a bit. So we got our rule book here. And we got need room. And we got stuff. So, don't know what these expansions add. But I like expansions. Like, again, when I was playing Massive Darkness 2 yesterday, I've got the whole kit and caboodle. I got everything there is to get for Massive Darkness 2. And we just opened up like actually the only box we didn't open was the one, can't remember what it's called, but it's got a big dragon in it. That's the only thing, because that's a specific campaign, so we didn't open that. But we have all the additional characters, all additional bosses. So there was so many boxes opened everywhere. So we added we played with a lot of expansions for that. The dragon ones, I think, the dragon one I think is the only one we haven't touched. Okay, so we got some more cards. We've seen things like this before. Oh, that's a new I think those are new backs. I don't remember seeing those before. There's that artwork. I enjoy that. It's a nice piece of art. Okay. What do we got? Oh, we got more ships and colored rings. Colored rings. Oh, it's because they're black and white. I was like, why is there colored rings? Is this only a 2-player game? No, 1 to 4 players. I was just checking. Because I just see 2 factions. That's why I was curious. All right, so that must be taped down with that high quality Simon tape. But you know, I see why it's used. I hate it because it's always like a little. Oh, I can open this. No, I can't. Everything's taped down. All right. There we go. These are nice. Oh, me likey. These are just big ass ships. Oh, I like those. Is there stands? Oh, yeah, there are stands for those right there. Nice. All right. So there's a red and a green one version of the... I think they look the same. They're just different colors. Yeah, I believe they look exactly the same. They're just different colors. So we're just going to choose the red ones because I think they show up better on camera. And we'll just look at those. Oh, never mind. Only the big ships are the same. Everything else is different. Just another type of flying ship here. I enjoy the ship design. Like the way the minis came out for the ships. I like those better than the people. And there's that thing I like. I'm going to get even closer on that thing. Whatever this is. It's like a person in there. I don't know if it's a life support or if it's some sort of stasis. They look like they're cocooned in this machine. And then we got lots of these guys, which are exactly the same. But you know, the dark gray really makes the details stand out better. I like the colored plastic, but the dark gray is just so much cleaner. So you put these, you don't have to take these out, we know what these look like. They're rubber. These aren't hard plastic, these are rubber. The bases, I mean, not the minis. So I say I didn't want to take them out, but I want to take one out because I want to feel it. Yeah, so dealing with cardboard, I don't know if you can notice, you can. My fingers are drying out, and that's just dealing with all this cardboard. When I don't, you can't even notice that. Yeah, there's a rubber. Okay, so it's just a good quality rubber. And that's, that was on the back, I think. All right, so that's it for that expansion. Let's open up the other one. Actually, I'm looking this through, there's 3 of them, and they look rather alert. So I wonder if, is that the Spacing Guild? I don't know enough about the universe to be able to answer that. Whoa. Destroy the place. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I wear a watch, Apple Watch or not, I just smash my wrists into everything. I get caught on just like every corner. It's just a mess. All right. Okay, this is the last expansion we have, and then we'll just look at the player mat, or that big ass mat. Okay, smugglers. Look at that art a little closer once we get the plastic off. Beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Just amazing. Okay. so we got our rule book. I don't know why I said, what do we got here? Like, I wasn't sure how rule books look. This thing? Is it like a smuggler's faction? Because it looks like another color. Let's open these. Is that what that is? What this is? Is that what I'm looking at? Because they're not gray. They got their own color. So I'm assuming they're their own people. So it's like a third... I'm guessing a third faction, but you guys would know. Okay. Like, I'll learn when I read the rule book and I add this. And it's like, got it. Mind you, usually when I play games for the first time, I don't add any expansions. Now, there are the odd times where I will do that, where I think Zombicide Invader, I added all the expansions. So basically, we would play one level, and the next level add another expansion. Next level add another expansion. I just kept adding expansions, and that was for our first play day. So that was the fastest I've ever added expansions, and it gets intense. Okay, so these guys bring in new dye, their own color. Supports my new faction thing, or idea. I really like this color. Actually, I think this stands out even better than the gray, because the shadows really stand out, and they bring out the definition in the mini. Okay. Can this guy hold this guy? No. No. Oh well. Hopes shattered. So that looks like another harvester. Simple design. It's like a box. It's like the cube. Or the cube. It's like the Borg designed this harvester. These are nice. I like this. I like this set. This might be my favorite looking faction so far. Just because I think the color really makes a difference in the appearance of the minis. Yeah, I like that color. All right, so that's it. Other than us looking at the player mat, that is it. So let me tidy this up. I'll roll out the player mat and we'll take a look at it. All right. So now that we're back in action, I had to get that camera way up there so you guys can see this mat. You know, I said I'm not going to order neoprene mats anymore, but this is a case where the neoprene mat for me was the better option because I'd rather have this than the two separate boards. I like just having it as one solid piece. And it's pretty, obviously being neoprene, it's not as sharp as the other one. So, but that's just a thing that happens. Oh, this is part of the expansion stuff. I recognize those. Those are cardboard bits in the expansion, but they're included here. Okay, so that's some extra bits I don't need to use. Anyways, that is it. And I'm going to show it again. There's the eye of my big lizard. This is the tail, and there's the hands holding something. Holding his branch. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing as much as I did. I will see you hopefully next week. And don't forget, if you're a comic book lover, check out So-Called Living on Kickstarter. Launches March 26th. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.